Namaste. My name is Cheryl, and this is a basic Vinyasa flow class. So welcome to Sati Yoga Online. Again, I look forward to the day when we can meet in person. But for now, I hope you're practicing self-care and self-love, and you are by showing up for this practice. Please stay with it, and if there's anything that challenges you or confuses you, try to stay with it. Don't worry if you can't do every single pose in the order or in the time that I do them. And feel free to modify them if they are not challenging enough for you. So just make this your own practice. The beauty of this is that you can pause it, but please try to come back and complete the practice. And also try it more than once, because the second time, a little more confidence, maybe a little more self-talk that's positive. And let's just try to be positive in our thoughts today here on the mat. Okay, let's come into a child's pose. We'll be here for about 10 breaths. So just a warning, we're gonna try to settle in, not jump right into the next thing. Our warm-up will be child's pose. Now, if this is too much on your hips or your knees, you could come into a happy baby where you lie on your back. Same thing, only you're just taking a little of the pressure off of the knee joints. You might just come right here. This is similar, and see what you can do. Maybe even draw the feet together and find your happy baby. Again, if you become fatigued, you can hold the knees. So just options. Otherwise, find yourself in your child's pose here. Resting your forehead on something. If you need a block or a pillow, just go ahead and grab one. With our knees apart and our toes together, we can fill the belly with our breath. Continue with your rhythmic breathing. Notice where you're holding tension, let it go. Four more breath cycles. Slow it down. Two more breath cycles, and I encourage you to make your breath audible. Something for your mind to focus on, the sound of your breath. Stay with this practice. Try to stay right here on these four corners of your mat. One more breath in and out. Bonus if you thought you were finished. And then make your way slowly up to your hands and to your knees. Place the knees underneath the shoulders. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Turning your toes under, so you can get all 10 toes under. On your inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Look up as your belly lowers. On your exhale, untuck and round. Chin comes to your chest. Shoulder blades pull apart so your back is round. Twice more. Inhale, tucking your toes. Look up. Stretch the front of your neck. Exhale to round. Chin to chest. Last time here. Tucking your toes. Inhale. Look up. Shoulders draw back, drop your belly. Untuck your toes, find a neutral table. Maybe make a few circles with your hips, one direction, and then the other. Tuck your toes under once you come to a neutral position, and we'll walk our hands back. We're really going to try to work on opening the chest here. Think about curling the upper back and not really focusing on the back bend being here in the low back. So it's a tendency I have So always though some support from within. So we're sitting on our toes, you might be feeling it. This is a good thing to do for the bottoms of our feet, lubricating the fascia, assisting in our balance and our movement day to day. So in your inhale, let's sit to the heels. Reach the arms to the ears. And if any time this becomes too much, you could lift up and untuck your toes. But see if you might be able to stay right here. Lifting up out of your waist. Curl your upper back, gaze up to the ceiling. Reach the arms back. And then on your inhale, reach up. Clasp your hands, except your thumb and index finger, and a side bend. We're working on the side. Stretch this area right here. And bring it forward, take one more breath. Reach all the way up and then to the other side. Inhale, reach it up, untuck those toes, find your way to your hands and knees, and just thump it out. With your hands forward from your shoulders, curl those toes under once more, lift up into your down dog, maybe step it a little further back. You want to be able to roll forward to a plank. That will be the good placement of feet and hands. And sit back, down dog. Let's try that again. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Hold your plank, push through your heels. Lower your knees, look forward, draw the elbows in, shoulder blades coming in toward each other. You're going to keep your hips high and lower down, chest and chin. And then slide forward and lift up. You're on the tops of your feet now, pressing into your feet. Bring the elbows in, lift up, and lower down. We'll try that twice more. Inhale, lift up. And lower down on your exhale. Curling the upper back, lift, lengthen, round. Lower down, curl your toes, press it back into down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high, bend your knee, and stack your hips. Leveling your hips now, go ahead and bring your knee into your chest, your chin, your nose, your forehead, and lift it up and send it back. Rounding your back, chin comes in to your knee, and send it back. One more time. Maybe if you're bringing it into your chest, maybe this time to your chin, nose, forehead, and lift it back. Just stretch it out, keeping the shoulders open. And that was 3 times. Let's bring the knee to the chest, step it through. Bring it. Use your foot, hand to get your foot forward and lower your knee. We'll lift up. Let's go ahead and reach the arms to the ears. Neutralize that low back because we're going to come into a back bend. So let's just go ahead and reach the arms. Interlace your fingers this time. Bring the arms up to your ears. Now lift up and begin to round, leaning into that left hip flexor. A little balance here as well. Gaze up, round, see if you can make it a little bigger. And slowly make your way up. Plant your fingertips. Sit back and stretch it out. So you want to draw your chest to your thigh. You don't necessarily want to round to get all the way down to your foot or anything. See if you can send your hips back. Crease this right here at the hip. Keeping length in your spine. This is what we're working on, our hamstring right here. And slowly make your way up, bending into your left leg. See if you can bend into it. See if you can reach for your foot with your opposite hand to foot. You might even be able to come up. If not, stay supported, and if you don't reach your foot, you could reach back with the knee bent. You're going to open the shoulder here. You're going to stretch that left quad. And then we'll release and find a twist. Curl the left toes under. Lift the knee and twist open, reach up. Spread your fingers, lengthening. By the end of class, we'll be taller. Let's take a flow for the other side. You can always skip your flow, plant your hands, step to plank. Low plank, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, or come to your belly, reach up for your back bend. And we meet in down dog for the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend your knee, and stack hip over hip. Leveling your knee, rounding your back, bring your knee in wherever it goes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to round. Hover here, look to your hands, that's where you're going. Place your left foot forward. Go ahead and lower the right knee. Lift up. You're going to clasp your hands. If you always clasp them the same way, interlace the fingers the other way, the other thumb on top. Reach the arms to the ears. Grow tall and begin to round, looking up, maybe beginning to look back. You're still leading into the right hip so that you can really feel that stretch. Continue to breathe. You're strong. Say, I can do this. I am comfortable. I am challenged. I am okay. I am enough. Release and plant your hands. Sit back. Stretch. Nose to knee or toward the knee. Don't worry about getting there. Find this crease here. Pulling your left hip back will feel good on that hamstring. One more deep breath here. If you ever get tension in the neck, just go ahead and sway your head. That's fine. Steadiness. You're going to go ahead and we're going to bend into the back leg, the right leg. Reach the left hand around. You can grab the toe. You can bring yourself all the way up. Whatever you did on one side, do the same. Really feeling nice stretch here in the front of your hip. Turn your gaze to the back. And we'll find our dragonfly. Both hands come down. Knee lifts. Twist up. And bring both hands to the mat. Step to your plank. Plank. Look forward, lower chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. Rise up for your back bend. Exhale, we meet in down dog. Inhale, go ahead, lift your right leg this time. We're going to do some figure eights. Bend your knee and stack hip over hip. All right, leveling your hips, bring that right knee over to the left arm. Anywhere you can, as high as you can. And then bring it to the right arm. And then lift it back up and open the hip. Twice more. Leveling the hips, bring your knee over to the left tricep, right tricep. Lift and twist. Last time, knee to the left, knee to the right. Lift it up, bend and twist. Now level your hips and bring your knee to your chest and step it all the way through. Plant your feet before rising up into your warrior two, so get your footing. Separate your feet, spiral up using your abs, bending into your front knee, extending all 10 fingers away from each other, gaze forward. You want to relax the low back. We have the support from within, our bones, our muscles, especially our abs here, especially our inner thighs. Bring your awareness to those places. And then from here, we're going to come into a triangle pose. So begin to straighten your front leg without locking your knee. Reach forward and lower your hand down inside or outside your shin. You can even rest your hand to your shin. Let's do a few arm circles here. Bring your left arm toward your ear and circle. And reach it out. Circle forward. Reach it up. One more time. Circle forward. Really rotating that arm in that shoulder girdle. Reach up. This is our triangle pose. From triangle, let's go ahead. Bend into your front knee. Twist to the front of your mat and add your dragonfly. Reach up. Push through your back heel. Beautiful. We're going to step it right back into a down dog. Plant your hands and step back to down dog. Go ahead and breathe it in and breathe it out.
This is where we reset. Just find stillness, listen to your breath, floating up away from all four limbs, using all that internal structure, the frame of your body, muscles and bones to lift up out of your wrists and your feet. Let's try the other side. Lift your left leg up high and bend your knee. Leveling your hips, bring the left knee across to the right, bring it left, lift it up, and bend and open. Twice more. Level the hips carefully. Twist, right and left, and reach it up. Bend your knee and twist. One more time, leveling your hips, cross it. Same leg, reach back. Bend your knee and open. We'll level the hips now and step all the way forward to your hands. Ground down and open into warrior one. Spiral open. Pressing into both feet. Extending both arms long, relaxing your low back. Gaze forward. Over your fingers. Breathe. Beginning to straighten your left leg. Crease forward or lean forward and find your triangle pose. Without locking your front knee, find a little softness. And then bring that right arm to your ear for a circle. Reach straight up, circle forward and down and around. One more time, circle forward and down and around. And from here, let's find our dragonfly. The right hand comes down, pivot on the back foot, twist open. Hands to the mat and step to plank. Low plank. Inhale up for your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Find stillness. Listen to your breath. On your next inhale, go ahead and let's start with the left leg this time. Throwing you a little curveball here. Lift the left leg up high, bend your knee, and stack your hips. Level off your hips now. Bring your knee to your chest and just hover here. Look to your hands to step it through. Ground down into your back foot. Spiral open into warrior two. Once again, leading with your left leg. Press into both feet. Reach. Spread your collarbone wide. Slide your right hand down your back leg. Lift for a peaceful warrior. Right back to warrior two. Let's come into an extended side angle. You can rest your arm inside your shin or elbow to your knee, or if you'd like, you could try a bind. Reaching behind you. A little challenging if you don't practice it regularly. Again, right? It's fine to be right here. Maybe just bind the top arm. And we're going to go ahead and bring our hands down to the mat and walk it to the wide edge of your mat for a wide leg fold. So separate your feet a little wider. Drop your head. If you'd like, lift up halfway to find some length, lift the hips, then draw the belly in and crease forward deeper. And from here, let's try a little lunging side to side. It's just if you'd like to, you might want to turn your toes out, watch your knees. You're going to walk your hands to the side. You might be right here, or you might be able to get your seat down as you lift your back toe. Your heel might come up. Some of you might be so flexible you can keep the heel down. Let's try the other side.
Bring it up. Bring it to the side. One more time. Other side. Turn toward the front of your mat. Step it back to down dog. We'll try the other side on your inhale. You're going to go ahead and lift your left leg up this time. Bend your knee and stack hip over hip. Leveling off your hips, bring your right knee into your chest. Looking to your hands, bring it all the way through. Ground down into your back foot, spiral open, warrior two. Really press both feet down. Reach your shoulder blades in toward each other to open the chest. Relax the tailbone downward. Left hand slides down your back leg, right arm reaches up. Lift and round, keeping the bend in your front knee. Find your way back to warrior two and your extended side angle. Whatever you did on one side, try it here. Steady your breath. If you want to add your bind, you might want to just do a half bind, reaching your left hand to the crease in your right hip. See if you can reach around and clasp your hands without falling over, and if you do, just smile and get up and find your way back. Release, framing your front foot. Let's go ahead and step our left foot to meet our right. Bend your knees, slowly roll up. Inhale, lift up halfway, or all the way. Exhale, close the pose and draw your hands to your heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway this time. Maybe your hands slide up to your shins. Maybe they come up to the thighs. Elbows come back. Soften your knees, fold in. This time, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale to close the pose and draw your hands to your heart. And from here, we're going to find our Malasana pose. So straddle your mat, heels on and toes off. Let's see what we can do to come down. Now this might be your Malasana. If you've got blocks or pillows, bolsters handy, you could find a seat. And you can always find some support again. You always have the support. You have all the equipment you need. You're going to open your knees with your elbows and sit low. So stay in your Malasana, and I didn't mention it, but you could be in a temple pose with your lifted and be right here. And those of us who want to try something a little different, we're going to see if we can come into a squat with our toes together. Knees open wide. Just a little something fun to try. So your arms are between your knees. You're going to see if you can balance and reach to the heels. And see if you can lower all the way down. So you can rest the weight of your body into your palms. And just see how it feels to come a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Some of you might be able to get your forehead all the way down to the mat. Bravo. Wherever you are, we're going to come to a seat next. So you release your hold and find a seat. Let's stretch those legs out, both of them long. Point and flex the toes. And we'll bring the right foot inside, the inner thigh on the left. Reaching the arms to the ears, crease forward. And don't round your back, but maybe more like a hinge, crease forward. Slowly walk yourself in. So we're going to practice a version of Wild Thing. Placing on your right knee is bent, right hand is going to be behind your hip. You're going to swing the left arm forward and press your hips up and find yourself in a little back bend. And retrace your steps, come on down. Now that knee that was bent, you're going to bring that up and you're going to cradle your hands around your foot, like a little basket here. See what you can do to begin to straighten your leg. So we try not to be rounded here. If you need to bend, bring chest to thigh, just like we do in our forward fold. Maybe we can make a little, excuse me, a little twist out of this. So keeping your left hand either to your ankle or to your foot. See if you can reach back. Now as you reach back and look back, maybe you can lift your left leg up. See if you can do that for a little balance. It's a safe balance. We are using our abs, not so much the strength of our legs for this one. And then release. Shake it out with both legs. Let's just enjoy a forward fold, bending into both of your knees. Just hold both feet and bring keeping chest to thighs. See if you can just slide your heels out. It's okay if you don't straighten, but just drop your head. Draw the belly in, really opens the low back. One more deep breath in, deep breath out. Roll yourself up. Planting your left foot inside the right leg. Squaring up over your sits bones. Inhale, arms to your ears. Bow forward. Relax that left hip open. Slowly walking your hands in, plant your left hand behind your left hip. Right arm swoops forward as you lift your hips and arch your back. Gazing up, hips come forward. Bring it all the way back down. The bent knee comes up, holding the foot or the shin. See if you can begin to straighten that leg out. Keep holding your foot or your shin with your right hand and reach the left arm back. And if you did it on one side, try it here. Lifting your right leg as well, staying in your twist. Find your balance. Gaze to the back of the room. And you didn't have to lift your leg, but if it was a fun little thing to try. Let's come into our Malasana or our Bakasana. So bringing the soles of your feet together, allow the knees to fall open and you can hold your feet, you can hold your shins. You might even just lean on those knees. And we'll come up from here. So in your Bakasana, you might have wanted to just enjoy a forward fold. I'm so tight here. This is just really challenging for me. Some of you might just really enjoy folding all the way forward, bringing your head to the mat, to the feet. This is really opening the hips. We're going to work on the hips just a bit more before our one back bend. So make your way to your hands into your knees. Let's go ahead and open the left hip. You're going to step the left foot forward, outside of your left foot, and slide your right knee back. So you can stay right here. You might even want to just bring your left foot off the mat entirely. And you can stay here on your hands.
Or you can come down to your forearms, or before you do that, maybe you're going to open that knee to the side, and you're on the side of your left foot. So that might be good right there for you, or you might want to keep that foot lifted and come down. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths. So see if you can rest your forehead on something. Relax the shoulders and just know that you're supported. And just imagine that you're opening your hips, going a little further than before. Count your breaths. Breathe and listen to your own breath here. Be here for about 3 more breaths. Now from here you have the option to come into your side plank either on your forearm or on your hand. And another option is to just bring that left foot over and use it as a kickstand, resting on the side of your right foot. Lift up. So you can be here with your top leg forward as a kickstand, or with your feet stacked, or lift your left leg, just giving you options, holding your side plank wherever it is. If you bend into that top leg and place it down, you might come into some version of Wild Thing. Just an option to try the next time you do this video. And then make your way back to a plank pose. Let's just do a gentle cat back. And we'll practice on the other side. Go ahead and bring your right foot out to the side. Slide your left leg back. Stay right here and just find something somewhat comfortable here. And again, if you need a cushion under your knee, go ahead and grab it. We'll be here for a bit once we get set up. You want to bring that right foot wide. Maybe it's entirely off of your mat and you're on the side of your foot. Maybe if you practice just sitting here, that little bit of pressure might be even better than anything else. So just see what feels like it's working to open your hip. If you like, you can rest down on your forearms. Beginning to count your breaths. We'll be here for 5 breath cycles. Be patient. You've got this. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. This is about the hips. If you're holding any tension there, try to let it go because you are supported. There's nothing that's going to get hurt here. Relax your left thigh. You might be bracing yourself to hold yourself up, and just let the weight of your body rest. Two more breaths. Make it audible. After your exhale, slowly lift yourself up. Make your way to your side plank, either on a forearm, both hands, using your front leg as a kickstand, maybe just to get set up. You're now on the side of your right foot. And go ahead and lift up from here. Another option, of course, would be if you tried it on one side, to stack your feet, lift your hips. And then if you're able to lift your top leg, bend your knee and plant your right foot, lift up, and find your Wild Thing. Come back to your full plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale up for a back bend. Exhale to down dog. And lower your knees and turn your feet to one side. Find a seat. find yourself in the center of your mat. Extend your legs long. Reach forward, making a U shape with your body. And then one vertebra at a time, make your way down to the mat. Lifting your arms up and overhead. Enjoy a nice stretch. Planting your feet close to your hips. Tucking your shoulder blades underneath you. We're going to come into one back bend, so your back bend might be your bridge. I want you to bring your awareness to your feet. If you're going to do your wheel, we're only doing one back bend. Again, bring your awareness to your feet. So in bridge, we're just going to lift the hips, not yet. In wheel, hands are to your shoulders. Your legs are going to be parallel. We all start the same way. You're going to press into your feet, lift up onto the top of your head if you're coming into wheel, and then reach up and extend. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. We all come down the same way. Lower your hips. You can rest your head first and then lower all the way down. With your kneecaps in the palms of your hand, pull those knees away. Little traction for your spine, low back connecting to the mat. Soften your breath. Couple more breaths. And then we'll lower both feet to the mat. You're going to lift your hips up and send them 1 inch to the left, maybe 2 or 3. And cross your left thigh over your right. Arms come out in a T. Lower both legs to the right. If it's too much, you can just stack or bring one leg to the top, otherwise keep the legs crossed. Your hips coming off the mat, shoulders are not. Shoulders are resting on the mat, palms up. If you'd like, you could turn your gaze to your left. Soften your breath. One more breath in and out. Other side. Both knees come up. Lift your hips. This time we send them to the right. Right leg crosses over. Both legs drop to the left. Gaze turns to your right. Shoulders relaxing on the mat. Low back twist here. Slow down your breath. One more breath in and out. Slowly bring your knees up. Give yourself a hug. Round your back and bring your forehead forward into your knees. And let's come into a star shape. Legs come wide, feet fall open, arms come wide, palms up. Now our breath is soft, it's light, it's quiet. here longer if you would like. Otherwise, go ahead and bend your right arm so that you're bringing your hand to your ear. Roll over to the right side. You're in your fetal position. Slowly press yourself up. Make your way to a seated pose. Crossing your ankles one in front of the other. Sitting up nice and tall, inhale, reach those arms up and over your head. Exhale your hands to your heart and bring your head to your heart, your chin to your chest. Remember to continue to think positive thoughts today. I'll leave you with this saying by Pema Chodron. She said, if you could only imagine the power of your thoughts, you would never think a negative thought again in your life. Try to remind yourself of that anytime you doubt yourself today. And thank you so much for staying with this practice. If you have, namaste.